Country pop singer Taylor Swift is one of the brightest musical stars of the new generation. She is sweet, beautiful and talented, and the singer's records are sold in millions of copies, becoming repeatedly platinum. However, Taylor is often caught in scandals with other representatives of show business, and recently conflicts involving her are discussed more often than creativity. Childhood. The future country pop star was born on December 13, 1989 in the small town of Reading, Pennsylvania, but at an early age moved to another provincial town, Wyomissing. Her father was a prominent financial consultant, and her mother ran the household. From childhood, little Taylor knew that she wanted to become a singer, and parents in every possible way contributed to the realization of the girl's creative plans. Already at an early age, she began to take vocal lessons. As recognized by Taylor Swift herself, the idols of her childhood were country singers LeAnn Rimes and Shania Twain, as well as her grandmother, from whom, apparently, the little girl got a beautiful clear voice. At the age of 10, Taylor Swift began to play the guitar, and then in the repertoire of the young singer appeared songs of her own composition. The girl always reached for the stage and was never afraid of public performances. Already at the age of 10, her innate artistry and stage charm made the singer a star in her hometown. Without her, performances did not do without any festival, no fair or public competitions held in Wyomissing. At the age of 12, she broke the applause by singing the national anthem of the United States at the opening ceremony of the 76th Philadelphia Games. First steps to success. As a teenager, Taylor Swift moved to one of the suburbs of a large and lively Nashville, a city rightfully called the capital of country music. Here she began taking private lessons from songwriter Lil Rose, as well as singing along to the guitar on the streets, standing at the windows of one of the local cafes. It was there that she was noticed by producer Scott Borchetta Brown. The maestro of the music industry at that time was just starting to promote his own label, Big Machine Records, and therefore the acquaintance with the young talented singer was just in time. In 2006, with the support of Borchetta, Taylor Swift recorded her first studio single, Tim McGraw, dedicated to her favorite country singer. 2 months later, the debut album of the aspiring singer saw the light of day. The record, the namesake of Taylor Swift, became very popular, in particular, received the status of 5-time platinum album, as well as hung in the Billboard 200 chart for 234 weeks, breaking the record of the decade. The public appreciated the songs, the themes of which, at first glance, were rather superficial: first love, teenage experiences, transformation from a girl into a woman. But, at the same time, the lyrics did not seem banal, and, on the contrary, made you think about the difficulties of the emotionally complex period of growing up. Soon Taylor Swift was talked about as a rising star of country style. During the same period in her collection appeared and the first awards. The famous International Songwriters Association of Nashville named the girl the Best Author and Performer of the Year, and this is in the City of Country Music. Moreover, Taylor Swift became the youngest winner of this award. Amazing everyone with her amazing performance, in November 2008, Taylor Swift presented the world with her second studio album, Fearless. The record reached the #1 spot on the Billboard 200 chart in lightning speed, and broke the record of the previous one, gaining the status of a 6-time platinum album. The new record brought Taylor Swift new awards as well. Young Hollywood Awards, Future Superstar category, MTV Video Music Awards, Best Video, People Choice Awards, Singer of the Year, American Music Awards, Male Artist of the Year. The awards fell on the singer one after another. By this time Taylor Swift, from a promising young performer, turned into one of the most popular stars of the world stage. 2 new albums, Speak Now, 2010, and Red, 2012, each of which went quadruple platinum in the US and also brought her phenomenal popularity in Europe. The geography of touring tours of the young singer stretched from the United States to Japan. The girl spent many months away from home, returning to the States only for another award. In 2013, the girl recorded the soundtrack for the movie, The Hunger Games, and her song, Safe and Sound, was nominated for a Golden Globe, but lost to Skyfall by Adele. 2014 saw the release of Taylor Swift's fifth studio album, titled 1989, which the singer said was to be her first documented official pop album with an entirely new style. The novelty was received with a hurrah. In the first week, U.S. residents bought 1.2 million copies of the record. The total circulation of the album approached the mark of 9 million copies sold. The singer's image also changed. Curls, T-shirts with colorful drawings and short denim shorts were replaced by elegant evening dresses, heels, and perfect styling. The song Bad Blood is a diss on her former friend Katy Perry. Swift believed that Perry deliberately poached artists from her backup dancers to disrupt her tour. "I was friends with her for a long time, and then I realized that we are real enemies," once declared Taylor. Katy was very surprised. According to her, the dancers themselves preferred to work with Perry, because she offered more favorable conditions. But the friendship of Swift and Perry still came to an end. All attempts by Katy to reconcile Taylor rejected. In April 2016, Taylor Swift released a new video for the song New Romantics, which, in fact, was a concert video. However, back in the summer, Taylor disappeared off the radar. Fans took it with understanding, as the girl had experienced 2 unpleasant breakups with young men in a row. In November, she took first place in the ranking of the highest-paid singers in the world, compiled by the business publication Forbes. But, as it turned out, in the first place she was in the advance. In November 2017, Taylor Swift presented to listeners the 6th studio album, Reputation. The disc consisted of 15 tracks with the title song, Look What You Made Me Do. In the first week of sales, 1.216 million copies of the album were purchased in the US alone, but reviews from critics were mostly negative. The triumphant return to the stage, as Taylor had planned, did not happen. The tour in support of the album was not very successful either. Ticket prices went up considerably, and Taylor herself obviously gained $1 or £2 while working on the album. Movie roles. Taylor's acting career began with an episode in the series CSI: Crime Scene. A few months later, in the fall of 2009, she appeared in a feature film about Hannah Montana with a cameo. Her appearance in the frame was short, but during the filming Taylor began to get along well with the performer of the title role, singer Miley Cyrus. A little more noticeable was the appearance of the singer in the romantic comedy Valentine's Day, released in 2010. Subsequently, the American singer also noted in the little-known movie Todd vs. High School, as well as in one of the episodes of the comedy television series, New Girl. Singing career and debut work in the movie marked a new stage in the work of the singer, as well as attracted even more attention to her person. For example, in 2011 Maxim magazine put Taylor Swift on the 20th place in the rating of the most desirable women of the planet. Conflict with Kanye West. In 2009, Taylor Swift had a conflict with rapper Kanye West. The girl won the MTV Award in the category Best Female Video. She went up on stage and began to say words of gratitude, but suddenly the rapper snatched the microphone from her and said that Beyoncé's music video, presented in the same nomination, was the best video he had ever seen in his life. Beyoncé, who was sitting in the audience, was certainly impressed by his words, but Taylor sank right in front of his eyes. 7 years later, the conflict continued. Kanye West released the single, Famous, which included the following line, "I could probably fuck Taylor because I made that bitch famous." What's more, a wax figure of a naked Swift appeared in the clip. To be fair, there were plenty of other figures, including Rihanna and George W. Bush Jr. The singer sued West, although the rapper apologized to her more than once for the act. Eventually, Kanye's wife, socialite Kim Kardashian, claimed that Taylor gave her consent to the lines during a phone conversation with Kanye that appeared to have been recorded. During the phone conversation, Swift did indeed consent to such a provocative lyric, adding that it sounded like a compliment to her. "I never even thought you would mention my name in your songs. By the way, thank you for the bouquet you sent me. I posted it to Instagram and that picture got an unbelievable amount of likes." Taylor continued to stand her ground, insisting the footage was fake. After that, the public attitude towards Swift changed. It became clear that she benefits from the image of the victim. Taylor Swift's personal life. Taylor Swift's love affairs have always been in the epicenter of attention of the Western press. In 2008, the artist had an affair with musician Joe Jonas, one of the members of the Jonas Brothers. However, the relationship with the windy handsome man lasted only 3.5 months. In 2009, Taylor spent several months dating the famous werewolf from Twilight, Taylor Lautner, with whom she played together in the movie Valentine's Day. There is an opinion that the popular composition of Taylor Swift, Back to December, tells exactly about the relationship with this actor. After parting with Lautner in the singer's life were Connor Kennedy, grandson of John F. Kennedy, a member of the collective One Direction Harry Styles, as well as actor Jake Gyllenhaal. However, all these romances lasted no more than 3 to 4 months. In March 2015, the singer began dating popular Scottish DJ Calvin Harris. Forbes magazine recognized them as the highest-paid couple of 2015, their total earnings for the period amounted to $146 million. In June 2016, Swift and Harris announced their breakup. Just 3 weeks later, Taylor appeared in public, with British actor Tom Hiddleston, star of Thor and The Avengers. Many fans on both sides were convinced that the romance is nothing more than a PR stunt, as Taylor was just recording her 6th studio album, and Hiddleston starred in one of her new videos, and all the joint photos of the couple looked too staged. The public was especially outraged by Tom Hiddleston's T-shirt with the inscription, "I love T.S. Taylor Swift." Already in August 2016 in the press there were rumors that the romance of Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston is coming to naught. According to the media version, the reason for the spat was the singer's desire to play a wedding, while the actor was not going to give up the status of a bachelor. Rumors about the breakup were finally confirmed on the eve of September, when Taylor Swift removed Tom Hiddleston from friends on Facebook. When the affair ended, Tom hinted in an interview that their relationship with Taylor was indeed contractual. Soon the girl was spotted in the company of another young man, not very famous British actor Joe Alwyn. Taylor immediately suspected that there was no love between them, and the guy was paid to portray the singer's lover. However, they were still together a year later. At least the new album, Lover, released in August 2019, contained quite a few hints about their romance. For example, in one song, she admits that she fell in love with Joe while she was still having an affair with Hiddleston. In the song, Cruel Summer, she sings about not wanting to keep their relationship a secret and sneaking into his backyard every night. Taylor Swift. Now the summer of 2019 has started off with major trouble for Taylor Swift. Big Machine Records, the label under whose banners the singer's ascent began 13 years ago, was bought out by Justin Bieber's producer and manager, Scooter Braun. The deal did not take into account the opinions of Taylor and other artists on the label, including Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato and Kanye West. The rights to all of the artists' albums went to Scooter Braun. It turns out that Taylor Swift lost the rights to all songs released before the album, Lover, released in August 2019, as it was already recorded on Taylor Swift's own label, Taylor Swift Productions, Inc. Scott Borchetta and Scooter Braun told me that I can't perform my old songs on TV now because they're going to re-release them next year. What's more, and this is not the situation I wanted to tell you about, Netflix is making a documentary about me. Scott and Scooter have forbidden them to use my music or excerpts from my performances in the movie, even though there will be no mention of Big Machine Records. They will only allow me to use my music under the following conditions: if I don't re-record old songs under a new label, which I have every right to do and intend to do, and tell my team not to mention Scooter Braun's name in a negative way anymore. Taylor had no hope for a diplomatic resolution to the conflict, as Scooter Braun has never hidden his dislike for Swift and supported Kanye West when he bullied the singer. Moreover, Taylor admitted that she found out about the sale of the label from the media. Britney Spears, Nicki Minaj, Miley Cyrus and Rihanna defiantly unsubscribed from Brown on Instagram. Taylor's other colleagues didn't take her side. Scott Borchetta, who previously owned Big Machine Records, said Swift was being sly. Her father owns shares in the label and couldn't have been unaware of the sale beforehand. Demi Lovato, another Big Machine Records underling, defended Scooter Braun from the attacks, saying he's a good man and she's grateful to him for everything. In response, Taylor Swift fans pelted her with insults. According to Forbes' 2019 results, Taylor Swift was once again the musician with the highest income. $185 million, surpassing her nemesis Kanye West and British pop singer Ed Sheeran. And her album, Red, was one of the 5 best albums of the 10th years according to Rolling Stone Music magazine. And here Kanye still took the palm from Taylor. His album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, took the first place, while Taylor got only the 4th place. In late 2019, Taylor could also be seen in the movie Cats, an adaptation of the Broadway musical of the same name. Despite a strong cast, in addition to Taylor, the movie starred Idris Elba, Ian McKellen, Judi Dench and others. Cats got off to a poor start at the box office, largely due to the frightening graphics. Many people didn't like the cats with human faces.